Hi guys, and welcome back to I Speak English. My name's Hayley, and in this lesson we're going to be taking a look at the grammar point I wish and if only. This video is also going to be quite specific to the Cambridge C1 exam as well. I'm going to be showing you how they will test you on this in use of English and how you can also use it in writing as well. Might also be applicable for the B2 exam because you also get tested in that as well. If you're not taking an exam, stick around anyway because I'll be giving a full grammar explanation of how to use it. You need to be careful with this one because the tenses that you use with it do not collocate with the normal tenses. So if you use past simple with this, that doesn't mean that you're making a past wish. Okay, so we need to be careful. So stick around if you're not sure. Before we take a look at it, please do make sure you're subscribed and you hit the bell so that you get a notification from me every time I upload a new video. New videos are every Saturday and I upload shorts every single day as well so that you can learn English for free every day. So give it a click, give it a like, and we'll get started. Right, let's take a look at I wish and if only then. So the first question I usually get is, what's the difference between I wish and if only? Both of them are used to express regrets or desires, or to talk about hypothetical situations or imaginary situations. And the only difference is if only is more emphatic. That's it. Okay? So if I said, for example, I wish I lived closer to town. If I use if only, it's like, oh, if only I lived closer to town. Okay, so it's like you're just putting more emphasis on it. It's like, oh, God, if only. Okay, that's the only difference between I wish and if only. Pretty simple, right? So there you go, that's the difference. Taking a look at the grammar then. Okay, so as I said in the intro, if you use past simple, that does not mean that you're wishing for something in the past. Be careful with this. It's a bit weird. It's a bit complicated, but we'll take a look. If you use wish with past simple, or if only with past simple, you're actually wishing for something in the present to change. Usually a state, okay? State of being. So normally with have or be, we generally use this. For example, I wish I had more money. Okay, I don't have money, unfortunately, but I wish I had more money now. Not in the past, now. I wish I was younger. Okay, I'm not, but I wish I was. I wish I lived closer to town. Okay, wish with past simple is for something now, a present wish, usually a state with have or be. Okay, if only is the same. If only I had more money. If only I was younger, if only I lived closer to town. It's the same, just a bit more emphatic. All right. Okay, next up, wish with could or would. Okay, so could we use for an ability in the present or the future. Can also be the future as well. For example, I wish I could play guitar. I wish I could play guitar, but I can't. I don't have that ability. We could also use it for the future as well. If you're not sure whether it's the present or the future, just work it out from the context of the situation you're in. Okay. Would is for when you want someone else's behavior to change. So we would never say, I wish I would. That doesn't make any sense. Okay. I wish he would. I wish she would. Okay. So normally when you're annoyed by something, we would say this. For example, I wish he would stop talking, okay? But he won't. So that's more like you can use this for, again, present or future. I wish he would stop talking now, okay? I wish he would stop talking in the future. It's the same. So could for an ability, your own ability, would for someone else's behavior that you will want to change. Okay, normally because it's annoying you. So that's wish with could and would. And wish with past perfect. Now this is a past wish. Okay, so wish with past simple is for present. wish with past perfect is for past. So now we're looking at regrets or past wishes. Okay, for example, I wish I had studied harder, but I didn't. I wish I hadn't done that. Okay, but I had. I wish she had come back. Okay, but again, she didn't. So past perfect, had, and a past participle. Okay, always. You don't need to conjugate it. You had studied, she had studied, we had studied. It's always the same. Pretty simple. But just remember, wish past perfect is for past. Wish past simple is for present. Okay. And as we said, if only is the same. So you can replace I wish with if only for extra emphasis in all of those situations I just gave you. For example, if only I was younger, if only I could play the guitar, if only I had studied harder. It's just a bit more emphatic. Alright, so that's the grammar, that's how it functions. Now let's give you a quick test to see if you were listening. Okay, let's fill in the gaps. This is for a past regret. Okay, I'll give you 5 seconds to complete this sentence. I wish I, with the verb go, to the party. You've got 5 seconds to complete this sentence with a past regret. Off you go. All right, what do we reckon? What did you get? You can put it in the comments. I wish I had gone to the party, okay? Past perfect, past regret. I wish I had gone to the party. I've got another one for you. So this is for annoyance. If someone's annoying you and you want them to change their behavior, how would you complete this sentence? I wish he, and then you've got leave. You've got 5 seconds again to complete this sentence. Write your answer in the comments if you want. All right, your 5 seconds are up. What did you go for? Someone's annoying you. You want them to change their behavior. We use would. I wish he would leave. Infinitive always comes after would. Okay? I wish he would leave. Really annoying. All right. So there's our test. Right, now, as I said before, I'm going to show you Cambridge C1 exam, what it's going to look like in your exam. So how to use it in writing and also keyword transformation as well. So we'll start with writing. So the places we can use I wish and if only, they're generally going to be in more informal writing, because in formal writing you want to avoid using personal pronouns like I. If you're not sure about formal writing, I've got another video, I'll link it up here, all about formal writing for your C1 exam. You can click that if you're interested. But to use I wish and if only would be great in a review, because it's really good to complain about stuff, because you're kind of expressing a regret about something. So for example, we could say something like, if only the director had focused more on character development, the emotional impact would have been much stronger. Okay, so we're complaining here with if only. So you can use it in a film review, you can use it in a hotel review as well. Again, if only the staff had been more attentive to our requests, our stay would have been flawless. Okay. And again, you can also use it in an informal letter as well, because again, with informal writing, you can use personal pronouns like I and we, you. For example, if only you were here to enjoy these gorgeous beaches with me, I'm sure you'd love the sunshine and the surf. Okay. So if only for extra emphasis, normally in informal writing. I would maybe steer clear of this in a report or a proposal. It wouldn't really make much sense. You can use it in a formal letter though, like here. You can still use it formally as long as you use formal language with it. Okay, again, extra emphasis, we're complaining. If only the conference dates had been communicated earlier, our team could have arranged travel more efficiently. So if you get a question in the exam about a letter of complaint, you can use it in that way here. Okay. So that's how we use it in writing in our Cambridge C1 exam. Another place you'll be tested on it in the CAE exam is your keyword transformation. Okay, there's always one. I always find one. I've looked at hundreds of keyword transformation exercises, and there's always an I wish or an if only in there somewhere. So you might get something that looks similar to this. So your first sentence is, I'm sorry I can't help you paint your room next week. And you get the keyword wish, and then you have to change the sentence so that it has the same meaning as the first sentence. Okay, so take a look. How would you change this sentence using I wish to mean exactly the same? I'll give you 5 seconds. Have a go. Write your sentence in the comments. Off you go. All right, your 5 seconds are up. What did you put? What was your answer? My wish? Is it first of all, you need to know, is it asking you for a wish in the past, the present, or the future? We've got next week, so that tells you it's a future wish. Okay. We go for, I wish I could help you paint your room. So could for an ability, also a possibility as well. It's like saying, I wish it was possible for me to help you paint your room. I wish I could help you paint. Okay. All right. One more. I'll test you again. So we've got, I regret not learning to play the piano when I was younger. This time you've got only. Right. So again, is it present, past, or future? It's going to be past because it's when I was younger. All right, I'll give you 5 seconds to complete that sentence. Off you go. All right, your 5 seconds are up. What did you put? What do you reckon? Write it in the sentence. Write it in the comments if you want. If only I had learned to. Okay, so remember, past wish, past perfect. If only I had learned to play the piano when I was younger. I wish I had learned to play the piano when I was younger. All right, and there you have it. That is I wish and if only specifically for your Cambridge C1 exam. Important for keyword transformation and important that you use it in informal writing as well. If you found this video useful, please do give it a like. It just helps it to reach more people who are learning English so that they can improve their English as well. And it helps me to keep motivated because I know that what I'm doing is actually making a difference. So give it a little like there if you found it useful, and make sure you subscribe so that you can come back every week and watch some long form content with me, some longer lessons, and every day for some short 1-minute lessons as well on shorts. If there's anything you're not sure about, any questions you've got, anything you want me to cover in a video or go over, let me know, leave me a little comment, and I'll get back to you when I can. All right, I'll see you in another video soon. Bye.